Hey everyone, so before this video starts, I just wanted to elaborate. This video originally included the coronation starscream, but because I had so much to talk about with that figure, I decided to give it its own video. So there might be a few instances where it sounds like I'm talking about it. For this toy haul, I'm reviewing 3 other Transformers. One of them is Blackarachnia, one of them is Airazor, and the other one is Beast Alliance Skullcruncher. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and back to Past Bobby. For the next figure I purchased, I guess for this new Transformers movie, they've had these kind of like gimmicky toys, or these gimmicky core class Transformers that turn into guns. The port is supposed to be like that universal 5mm. So I picked this one up of a Decepticon called Skullcruncher. I will say this about these new core class coming out for the new Rise of the Beast movie. They have some weird packaging. Like, this is supposed to be like completely like plastic free, and something about buying a figure that looks like it's already pre-opened feels weird. And like, I feel like Hasbro, I like that you are trying with your paper plastic free. I personally think this is a really bad idea, just because I feel like this is encouraging me to like want to steal it. But you know, it's luckily this figure was like super cheap to buy at Target. But like, come on, this is dumb. All right, let's open this. Why do you even need instructions for like a 3-step transformation of a gun? Or okay, 4-step. Oh wow. All right, so here is a Skullcruncher at first look. He's an alligator. Cool. I find it funny that his legs have quite a bit of like fluidity to them, but they kind of, to be honest, get in the way of like that transformation. So, and you've got a gun. Does it fit into Starscream? It does fit into Starscream. Look at that. Okay, so it kind of fits into Starscream, but not really. Not as well as I would like for it to. Yeah, honestly, this transformation of the gun and the gimmick, I mean, look at, damn it. The feet just feel so weird when the gun is being held, so that's a negative. I don't know, for $6, I guess I can't really complain, but I would say these are a gimmick, and I would probably discourage people from buying these, to be honest. Not really worth your time. So I have some more additional toys I want to also include with my toy haul. I also picked up Airazor from the War of Cybertron Netflix series, as well as I also picked up, what's her name? Blackarachnia. I will open up Airazor because I purchased her first. Yeah, so also to add, I did get Blackarachnia and Airazor for $10. I think normally these figures would cost about maybe $20, give or take. Definitely decent value. So let's open her up. She also does come with those War for Cybertron cards, which she comes with. Oh, Optimus Prime. Nice. At first glance for Airazor, she does seem to have like a lot of good details on her head. Like definitely the separation of the different colors on her face are great. A lot of oranges, a lot of browns. The gold kind of like visor because of her beak area, kind of mimicking that falcon or eagle. I also like that the more colorful bits have like a bit of like this like trans metal like reflective material. At least the purple and gold do, so that's cool. Good shoulder bending, both sides. Although right is a little bit more loose. Although it also has like a solid 55-degree too, which is good. No wrist movement, but you do have additional appendage for the hand portion, so that's cool. They are really tough to move. Legs, very flexible and good. They also have some knee bend, and there's a lot of angle. There's also some good ankle swiveling too, so that's cool. Wingspan, very long. Feels like they can't, like they're a little bit on the heavy side, so they droop down really easily sometimes, but I think that's fine. Alright, cool. Yeah, this looks like a really great figure. I love the color. I like how mobile of a figure it feels like. And yeah, let's let's get to transforming this. There are 22 steps, so a little bit less than Starscream. All right, so almost done. Again, this left arm keeps popping out, so it makes it really hard for me to tuck in. It's like even loose right there to the point where I'm like trying to force it back in. So this is Airazor's vehicle mode. It's actually a really cool transformation. Mine's kind of like barely holding on. Not sure if that's just a quality production issue. Very bird-like. Definitely an interesting transformation, very simple. The first 10 steps made me a little bit irritated just because it all deals with like folding the wing, like spraying out the wings, but like spraying out the wings is like literally a two-step process. So I have no idea why so much time and effort was required to go into this type of stuff. I like the colors, I like the mold. In comparison to the Rise of the Beast one, from at least what the images I saw online, this figure definitely has a lot more color, which was like the main selling point for me to want to pick up this one. Honestly, for 10 bucks, pretty good figure. Airazor, I kind of picked her up because I had just watched the War for Cybertron. Never saw Beast Wars, definitely worth the price. So this is my last one for this toy haul, which will be this Blackarachnia figure. I picked her up at Ross. I found her for 10 bucks. Yeah, I very much leapt on it because I definitely enjoyed her as a villain in the War for Cybertron series. At first glance, when I showed it to my fiance as well as to like my friends, the first thing I pointed out was her design has a very chest-heavy mindset. So it's just like it made me laugh and just like, and let's see how good her figure is overall. And then she comes with her own card, so that's nice. Oh god, I just remember I also have the biggest phobia of spiders, so maybe buying her was not the best idea. First glance, her figure feels very light, like really light. Look at that chest. I won't. Oh my god, you can lift the chest up. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's awesome. In terms of mobility, she does have these shoulders that kind of act as little tiny shells, but it doesn't limit the movability. So you can go up probably like, I don't know, almost 180. She also has a bit of elbow bending too, which is nice. That's good. Nothing in the ankles because it's just pincers. And then each specific leg has their own joint, so there's a bit of movability there too. Knees definitely feel on the looser side, and then there's a bit of ankle swivel. I like the swivel, like the freedom of the Airazor a bit more. So let's get to transforming this figure, because this should be pretty simple because it's only 20 steps. You gotta take her. You got. So there's a very specific instruction where you do, in fact, have to tuck in her chest plate. Oh god, that's so hilarious. Behind the Black Widow sack area. Okay, so this weapon's supposed to technically stow underneath her, like right here between these shoulder plate slots, but just they're not big enough, and they're not the most sturdiest spots to stow them underneath. It looks weird. Not the best place to stow, but I guess it will do. All right, so I finally figured out how to transform her back into a humanoid, and yeah, I think overall this figure is definitely on the more disappointing side. Design wise, she looks really cool, like definitely in her humanoid form, and when you pose her like say like something like this, she looks very menacing, especially in like standing next to like Airazor. But this figure feels like it has so many problems with it. She is a very lightweight, which makes it kind of like hard to pose her, or else she's gonna fall over, especially given like look at these chicken legs, which kind of goes into my next point, that I feel like the quality of her feels very cheap, especially when you look at her overall transformation. It just felt very unsatisfactory for me to transform her. Her appendages also kept falling off too, which was another downside. Yeah, that's about it. Overall, if you guys did want to, I would skip this figure. Even for 10 bucks, like, I mean, maybe if I don't move her around, but I don't know, it's just, this is like the most I'm getting out of posing this figure. So here are like, kind of like my final closing thoughts about these Transformers. I did open quite up a few of them, and definitely I started off strong, and then as I continued to open them, they definitely did get more and more disappointing. So following him, I also did pick up the Rise of the Beast skullcruncher, which is I think a core class that turns into a gun. I think you should skip these. The gimmick is like not that great overall, and the the appendages that come from like this beast form is really awkward. So I would skip. Airazor is a really cool figure. I really like the color design. She really does pop out. Transformation is very simple, and I may have had like a quality control issue where her left hand kept popping out. Transformation doesn't feel totally great, but it's a deluxe class. But what she lacks in transformation, she feels like a fairly hefty figure and definitely warrants the $10 price tag. So she's good. And then finally, Blackarachnia. So her figure, like looking out from inside the box, she did look really cool. Her chest area has this fun gimmick thing when you transform her. And I love the black and gold and then the spire motif. But overall, her figure does feel like fairly cheap for a deluxe class, just because the appendages pop off really easily. She does feel very light, and the transformation overall is like very unsatisfying just because of like the end result, and it's just there's no excitement when I play with her. But yeah, overall, meh, good, and bad. So that's about it for this toy haul. If you guys like this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to the channel. Definitely goes a long way. Feel free to tell me which of these 4 Transformers was your favorite. And as always, I will see you guys for the next one. Bye!